this is Mr. Bennett. Today we're looking at some past paper questions in preparation for the CSEC exam. Now your first question on your paper will be a fraction. So we'll be doing a fraction first. You guys are encouraged to go ahead and attempt that question. If you're watching the playback, you are also encouraged to go ahead and try. Alright? Now fraction is normally worth 3 marks. So this can be your first 3 marks. It's very important that you get all 3 marks. Cannot emphasize how important it is to get all 3 marks. Alright, so let's go. So we have 2 and 1/5 plus 3.5 divided by 2/3. So the first thing we want to focus on is the top. So we're going to convert 2 and 1/5 and 3.5 to improper. So to do that, we multiply 2 times 5 and we add 1. So 2 5s 10 plus 1, that's 11 over 5 plus 3 2 6 plus 1, 7 over 2. And we are dividing by 2/3. So we're going to focus on the top now. So when you're adding and subtracting a fraction, we normally find the lowest common multiple. So we find the lowest number that can go into 2 and 5 without a remainder. That would be 10. 5 into 10 goes 2 times. We multiply by the numerator, which will give us 22. And then 2 into 10 goes 5 times. 7 5s 35. Next, we add the top, so it will be 22 plus 35, and that will give us 57 over 10. Now, we're not finished. This is for the top, right? So it's 57 over 10 divided by 2/3. Alright, so let's complete it. So it's 57 over 10 divided by 2/3. And we know that when we are dividing, we change it to multiplication. However, we must invert the fraction. So this becomes 3 over 2. Alright? Look if anything can cancel. Nothing can cancel. So we just say 3 times 57. So 3 times 5 is 150. And 3 times 7 is 21. So that's 150. Plus 21 gives us 171. 10 times that would be 20. Alright, then we can leave it here, or we can say how many 20s we can get out of 171, right? So 6 times 20 is what? 6 2s 12, 8, so we get 7. Alright, 7 2s 40. No. 8 to 160. So it's 8. 160, that leave 11 over 20. And that would be our answer. Alright. Very important, guys, to note. Show all your steps. That is very, very important to CSEC, for you to show all your steps and identify the answer. Alright. So this will be number 1. Let's go. And let's look at number 2. Our part 2. After the fraction, we get something like this. They want the exact value. 2, write it in standard form. And 3 round off to 2 decimal places. Alright, so go ahead and attempt that. Guys, it's very important that in maths you try. You have to try at all times. It's very important. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Alright, so all you will do is simply press 0.38 in your calculator and you multiply. I did that and I get for the answer 0.1748. You will get 1 mark for that. And now our task now is to put this number in standard form. So in standard form it means between 0 and 10. So what we'll be doing, we're going to search for the first natural number. So it can't be 0. So either 1 point something, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, right? Or 9. So this will move 1 place. Let me just rewrite it here to show you guys. We're going to move 1 place to the first natural number. So this is 1 point. So this is now 1.748 times 10 to the number of places that we move, which is 1. But the value must, this value must equal to the original. So we put -1, because when we are multiplying by a negative, we'll go to our left. So we just move the decimal point 1 place. You either get 1 or 2 marks for this. Alright, it says round off to 2 decimal places. So again, we go back to the original, which is 0.174, right? 2 decimal places, we go to the third number to its right, and then this is less than 5, so we can just drop it. So it will be 0.17. Hope everyone understand. Hope everyone got that for their answer. Oh guys, do ensure that you share the video, like the video, so others can benefit also. Feel free to leave a comment, alright? Alright. These are all past questions. So be ready for your exam. This is what Mr. Bennett doing, helping you prepare for your exam. Show your appreciation. Please like the video. Alright, this one says factorize completely. And it says 2ax plus 3ay minus 2bx. That look like minus 3by. Alright. So let's approach this with caution. You guys are free to try. Alright. So it says factorize completely. From the look at it, you can see that we are supposed to factorize by grouping, right? So we're going to group in the like terms, all right? So we're going to put them in pairs. Let me just see how this goes. Yes, I'm checking to see what's common to both. Well, A is common here, A is common here. Let's see if we can find a letter common to both. B is common here and B. So we can go ahead and factorize. What we'll be doing is to basically take out what is common. Now x is here and x is not here. So we can only take out a, right? And there's no number can go into 2 and 3 without a remainder except for 1, right? So we just take out the a, and then we say a into this, leave 2x, so we divide it now, and this would leave 3y. Remember, when we expand the bracket, we're supposed to get back this, so it will be a times 2x, so it will give us 2ax and 2ay, alright? Minus, very important, and then now we take out b, because b is common to both, so that will also leave positive 2x. This is a negative, so a negative by a negative gives us positive, so that left 3y. Now these are common, so we can say 2x plus 3y, and then what's outside, which is a minus b, very important, and that would be our answer. Alright, we also have another one that I want you guys to try. That one was worth 2 marks. This one is also worth 2 marks. And the instruction is the same, factorize completely. So it says 5x squared minus 20. Alright, so now what we have to do is to take out what's common, 5 alone, because x is not in this, so we can take out 5. That would leave x squared, 5 into 20 goes 4 times. Alright, but we are not finished, because if you notice, we can factorize this part, right? Difference of 2 squared. So that would gives us x plus 2 and x minus 2. And that is worth 4 marks. Guys, if you're just joining, please ensure that you share the video with others, share on the social media, and hit that like button. Thank you so much. Let's go again. So this one says 3x squared plus 4x minus 15. And it's the same instruction, and it's worth 2 marks also. Ensure I have it correctly. So it's 3x squared plus 4x minus 15. Alright, so this one is a little bit different from the first two. Alright, so we're gonna factorize this one by the factor method. So first we label it ABC, and then we multiply A times C. Guys, ensure that the rough work part is very critical. Alright, this is the actual answer. So it's 3x squared times negative 15, which gives us negative 45x squared. So what can give us 45? 1 times 45, same 3 times 15, and 5 times 9. Okay, this will be it. Alright, so what we're searching for is 2 factors that can give us positive 9x. When you multiply them, it gives us 45. Alright, so we can say, how can we use 9 and 5 to give us 4? Correct, we subtract, right? Very important, it's a positive 4x, so we must get a positive 4, and this is indeed correct. So what we do now, we're going to replace this 4x with 9x, 95, alright? Then we can factorize completely. Alright, so what's the highest number can go into 3 and 9 without a remainder? That would be 3. X is also common, so 3 into that leave x. 9x divided by 3 will leave 3. Put the minus. What's the highest number that can go into 5 and 15 without a remainder? That would be 5. 5 into that leave x, 5 into 15 leave plus 3. So it will be x plus 3 and 3x minus 5. And that would be our answer. Alright. Please ensure that you guys have that information. Alright, let's move on. There's no time to waste. Ensure that you guys are trying the questions and comparing answers. I'm just gonna put in another one. Let's say we add 4x squared minus 100, and they say factorize completely. Now this is a difference of 2 squares, so how do we just find the square root of this and the square root of this? Which number we multiply by itself to give us 4x squared? That will be 2x. And similarly, 100, that will be 10. 1 should be minus and 1 plus. Alright, so it's a difference of 2 squared. And similarly, if we add x squared, CSEC like to give this one. Right? This would give us x plus 1 minus 1. Alright? So let's move on now. Hit that like button now, guys, if you're just joining. Hit the like button. I'm not seeing no like yet, man. I want to go on. Alright, this one says expand so it's 2x minus 5 and 3x plus 6. Go ahead and attempt that one. I will start the solution in 1 minute. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button now, guys. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe now. Alright, so let's go. So what this means, we are supposed to expand the bracket, right? So the bracket means to multiply, but what it actually means, we're going to be using 2x multiplied by all of this. So I'm going to color code it for you guys, so you guys can see it clearly. So it's 2x times all of this, and minus 5 times all of this. Alright, hope you guys following. Alright, so in the bracket we have 3x plus 6 and 3x plus 6, because what we're multiplying by is all of this, right? So it's this times this and then this times this. Student showed me this way, answer, sir. If you teach students this way, they will learn. So hit that like button if for the student, alright? Big up yourself, Adrian. She is indeed an angel. Alright, so let's go. So it's 2x times 3x. Remember, guys, 2 times 3 is 6, and x times x is x squared. So 2 times 3 would give us 6x squared. And then 2x times positive 6. 2 6 is 12. There's nothing to multiply the x with, so we'll just put it down, right? Alright, so it's negative 5 times 3. That's negative 15x. 5 3 is 15. And negative 5 times 6 will give us negative 30. Alright, now if you look closely, we're not finished because we have the x is like 6x squared that is a different term, but 12x and 15x, those are like terms, right? Remember, in math we can only add and subtract like terms. So these are the like terms, so we can just identify them. This is x and this is x. So it would be 6x squared minus 3x minus 30. And that would be our answer. Right? One more expansion and then we move on. Please hit the like button now, guys. You don't want me to stop here, so hit the like button, man. We're going on fine so far. Hit the like button, man. Come on. Shame on you, guys. Shame on you. Same instruction, expand this one. So it's 4x plus 8 and 2x minus 1. Go ahead, expand that one. Test your skill to see if you are ready for an exam. This also comes in a multiple choice, so you have to be prepared as much as possible for these. All right. All right, guys. So let's go. It's time to complete this one and then we can move on to another topic. Our next topic would be algebra. All right. So let's go. So it's 4x as shown before. If you're just joining, please ensure that you hit the like button so others can get the benefit. It doesn't cost anything. All right. So 2x minus 1 will be in the bracket. All right. And then we expand the bracket now. So it's 4 times 2, that's 8x squared. 4x times negative 1 is negative 4x. 8 times 2 is 16x. And 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. Again, these are the like terms. 8x squared. This guys can be written as 16 minus 4x. Once the sign is in front of it is correct, can turn it around, right? So this is the same thing as 16x minus 4x. That would give us 12x minus 8. And that would be our answer. Hit the like button if you're just joining, and please ensure that you watch back the video from the start. Alright? Leave a comment, guys. Your opinion is valued here. Alright. So this one says solve for x, and it gives us this 2x plus 5 is equal to 3x plus 10. This one looks very challenging. However, we have to just remember the rules. One side must equal to the next side. So that's what an equation is. One side is equal to the next. So we're going to find the value that makes both sides equal. Alright. So first, remember what bracket means in maths. It means to multiply. So it will be 2 times x, that's 2x. And 2 times 5, that is 10. So we remove the bracket, we'll do the same for here. 3 times x would be 3x, and 3 times 10 will be 30. Alright? A common error, students will multiply as a 3x and then they put plus 10. Guys, you have to be very careful because this means both of them multiplied by 3. So what we need to do now is to group the like terms. So we have to group the like terms. So we're bringing all the x's together. Alright? So let's go. So we have 2x here. Right here we have what we call 3x, right? So this is a positive 3x. So what we have to do is to subtract 3x from this side. Right? What we do to one side, we do to both sides. Very important. A common error, students will put plus 3 here. Remember, this is positive, so we take the inverse. So we have 30. This is a plus 10. Let's identify. This is a plus 10. So inverse or the opposite would be minus 10. So we minus 10. Alright, so 2x minus 3x will give us negative x. 30 minus 10 will give us 20. So this is saying negative x is equal to positive 20. So therefore, they didn't ask us for a negative x, so we have to divide both sides by a negative 1. So therefore, x is equal to negative 20. And that would be our answer. And we can check to see if it's correct by putting in negative 20 right here, so right? So let's see the value if that is correct. So I'll put negative 20 here and negative 20 here and see if both values come the same. Negative 20 plus 5 will give us negative 15. So 2 times negative 15, that's the first one. This will give us negative 10. So it will be 3 times negative 10. 2 times that will give us negative 30. This side, 3 times 10, negative 30 also. That is how you know when your answer is correct. When one side is equal to the next. When it comes to an equation. Alright? Very good. Let's move on. We're gonna do a function. I saw a function question that I said I wanted to do. Let me just think it's a bit challenging, so I would really love to do it. I seem to find. Alright, so let's go. Thank you guys for joining. Please ensure you like the video. Please ensure you share it with a friend to share with a friend so everyone can group up and pass maths. Maths can be very, very challenging. So guys, we have to put our all in at all times. There's no room for complacency. Please ensure that you double check your work and all of that, alright? Alright, let's look at this one. We're gonna continue with algebra until I find that function question I really want you guys to know. Given a is equal to negative 1, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to negative 3. And it says, the first one says, find the value of this, a plus b plus c. That looks pretty straightforward. And then the next one says, that is only one mark though. Next one says, b squared minus c squared. Alright, so let's go ahead. What this means, we are supposed to substitute the value. So a is equal to negative 1. So where we say a, we put negative 1. Where we say b, we put positive 2. And where we say c, we put negative 3. So let us do that and then we compute. So a is -1, so it's -1 plus 2 plus -3, right? It can be tricky. This is gonna -1 plus 2 is gonna give us +1 plus -3. This is the same thing as 1 minus 3, so that will give us -2, and that would be our answer. Be very careful with the signs, guys. They can be a bit tricky if you don't pay close attention. Alright, this one says b squared, so b minus c squared. Remember, c is -3, so we're gonna square -3. Alright, very important. This is -3, right? But any number squared, we will get positive. Alright, so let's square the 2 first. 2 squared means 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 minus 3 multiplied by 3 gives us +9. So therefore, it would be 4 minus 9, which gives us -5 for our answer. I do hope everyone got that one correct. Alright, let us proceed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please ensure that you like the video and support this positive movement. Alright, guys. So we are supposed to find f2 You know what? Let me just put them one so you guys can see the full information. Alright, so go ahead, guys, put 2 in the function of f and tell us the output. That is your task. You have 1 minute to do that. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so we are given f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 2x minus 5. Now what this means is that we are supposed to substitute. Anywhere we see x, we are supposed to put this. So I'm going to kind of color code it so you guys can see this step. So it's 3 bracket x squared plus 2x minus 5. Alright, so anywhere we see x, we put 2, so this will be 2 and this will be 2. Alright, so come on, out. What we have to do now, guys, is to ensure that we follow the Bundas rule. We must square first. A common error, students will say 3 times 2 is 6 and then they square 6 and get 36. No, according to the Bundas rule, we must do the power part first, right? So 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 3 times 4 plus 2 times 2, that gives us 4 minus 5, alright? So 3 fourths 12, bracket means to multiply, plus 4, that's 16. So that is 16 minus 5, and that gives us 1. 11 rather. Alright, so our answer for F2, if you put 2 in the function, it will give us 11 as our answer or the output. Alright. I want you guys to do another one. I want you guys now to do F1. Go ahead and do this one, F1, and then we can leave the answer in the comment section. Remember, it's all about trying, getting it right from here. Don't wait until exam to go and get it right. We get it right from here. Alright, so let's go. F1. So how do we replace the same thing? Replace 1. Let's go. So x is 1. So we replace x with 1. Same thing. 1 times 1 is 1. So 3 ones, 3 plus 2 minus 5. So that gives us 5 minus 5. So that will be 0. Alright. Hope everyone got that one correct. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button if you like the progress. Alright. So the next one says we are supposed to combine F and G. So let's look at that. F. No, not F. It was G and H. So this is a composite function. Alright. So we're combining the two functions. And I'm going to show you a simple rule. We write back all of h, or the last function, alright? So we're going to put h in red, which is all of this, which is 2x minus 9. So this is 2x minus 9. And then now we write back g. So g says 6. This becomes our x plus 5. So this is 6x plus 5, which is this, right? Next, we expand the bracket. So 6 times 2 will give us 12x. 6 times negative 9 will give us negative 54 plus 5. These are like terms, so we can add them. So it's 12x. That will give us one, negative 49. And that would be our answer. If you are new here, please subscribe. Please go ahead and like the video. Please go ahead and share on your social media. Mr. Bennett need your support. Alright, I do need your support. Alright. So our answer for GH would give us 12x minus 49. Alright. The question did not ask, but I'm going to show you HGX. But before that, you're going to try to say HGX. Apply what you just learned. Go ahead, leave that in the comment section. You have 1 minute to do so. Alright, let's go. You should be complete that by now. So it says HGX, right? So the first thing that we looked at is the last one, which is H. So write back all of H, which is 6x plus 5. Put that in bracket. That becomes our x. And now we write back H. So H says 2x minus 9. We expand the bracket and that's it. So 2 6s, 12, 2 5, 10 minus 9. So that will give us 12x. 10 minus 9 will give us plus 1. And that would be our answer. What if they had asked you to find also along with this HG2, for example? We simply substitute, so write back this, so it's 12x plus 1. Substitute 2 in the equation. And we get 24 plus 1, so that would equal to 25. Right? I have another one that I want you guys to do. This one is worth 5 marks. Alright? Found the question. Many of them have, guys. So many have information galore. You know what I should be doing? I should be putting in the topic on the board, So if you just join, you can see that it's functions. Alright? Big up everyone for joining. Please ensure that you hit the like button, guys. Alright? So this one says, given f of x is equal to 2x minus 5 and g of x is equal to, so g of x equal to x squared minus 31. Let's see what they ask us to find. 1 f negative 2. Go ahead and do that. You're supposed to be able to do that. Alright? And then we're going to do gf1. And then now we're going to write f inverse 1. So we're going to look at the inverse of f. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. Mr. Bennett, appreciate you all. Let us work together to complete our goal, right? Which is to pass CSEC. I know how difficult it can be, so I sacrifice my time and my holiday to ensure that you guys are able to pass your examination. All right, so let's go, guys. Let's work together. All right, so let's go. So it says we are supposed to find f negative 2. So what we do, we focus on f for now. So f says 2x minus 5, and we are supposed to replace it with negative 2, right? So it's 2 times negative 2 minus 5, 2 2's, negative 4 minus 5, so that gives us negative 9. Alright. And that is actually worth 1 mark. Alright. Next, they say GF1. So you are supposed to find GF1, and you are supposed to, that's supposed to worth 2 marks. So let's just do that. No need to panic. It says GF1. Alright, so we are supposed to combine the function first, g of f. So as I showed you before, write back the last one, which is f. So it's 2x minus 5. Put the bracket. And then this one says x squared. So this is x. So we square this minus 31. Alright. So this now we just expand the bracket. So it's 2x. I love this one. Minus 5 and 2x minus 5. at the end of minus 31. Alright, so we did expansion earlier, so it's 2x times 2x, that's 4x squared. You guys should be able to do that. 2x times that will give us negative 2 times 5 will give us a negative 10x. Now we're using negative 5 times that, negative 10x, and negative 5 times that give us positive 25 and minus 31. So split the like terms, right? This have a like term now, and this have a like term, right? So 4x squared stand alone. Negative and negative would give us negative 20x. We just add both of them, right? And then this would give us negative 6. And that will be our answer. This was an awesome question. I love it, I love it, I love it. Alright, so that was worth 2 marks. Sometimes you see some 2 marks question, yes, a journal, 2 marks, I forget, and then you see a next easy 2 marks where just one thing and that's it. So I don't know how they mark it, but our job is to ensure that we can do all the questions correctly. And that is my purpose. If you're new here, please subscribe. Guys, hit the like button also, alright? Mr. Bennett, appreciate you all. Thank you for joining in. Alright, so this one says now we are supposed to find the inverse of f. So let's go to that. Now, this is what we know is inverse, right? There's a negative 1 up the top. So don't confuse it with negative 1 here. It's up the top. So that means we must find the inverse or the opposite of it, right? We talk about inverse a lot. So let's go to it. So it's 2x minus 5. So the first thing we do, we change the function to y. So we're going to say y is equal to 2x minus 5. Next, we interchange x for y and y for x. So x here and y goes where x was. And then now, the final step, we solve for y. And that is our final step. Alright, so we're going to make y the subject of the formula. We get rid of this negative 5. As it suggests, it's the opposite of what's happening. So the opposite of negative 5 is plus 5. What we do to one side, we do to both sides. So we're going to have x. I'll show you it in red so you guys can see. Plus the 5. So we're left with 2y now. And then now it says this means 2 times y. So the opposite of multiply is correct. Very good. Divide. And we divide both sides by 2. So there we have it. That would be the inverse of f is equal to this. X plus 5 divided by 2. However, they did not say we should stop there. They said we put 3. So anywhere x is, we're going to put 3. So it's 3 plus 5 divided by 2, which is equal to 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 4. So our answer would be 4. And that is a total of 5 marks for all 3 questions. So guys, please ensure that you follow, watch back the video, enjoy the video, try the questions on your own. Alright, that's the only way you can improve is by trying. Alright, compare answers and so forth. Good job so far. Let's go. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Alright, you guys are going to give me about 3 minutes. I'm going to be drawing a table. Alright, this was part B to this. And it says copy and complete, right? You guys can go ahead and try it. Let me see if I can get this correctly. Alright, so it says this now. Boom. Need to do more videos on this. Zero, one. Actually stop at 2, so we just can stop right there. Alright, they did give us some of the values. So this is 5. This was negative 3, negative 2, it was what? No. Negative. Oh, they didn't give us for 3, sorry. It was actually for 2. And then negative 1 gives us negative 4. And 0 gives us negative 3. Let me see for 1. They didn't give us for 1. And 2 gave us 5. So only 2 they asked us to find, and this was the equation x squared. So go ahead and try that. X squared plus 2x minus 3. Alright, so that was the equation. So go ahead and solve for 3 and for 1. If you're new here, guys, ensure that you subscribe to the channel. Alright, so it's just gonna use this equation. So we're gonna first, I always advise my students to do this. Try 4 first and see if I get 5 for you. Alright, so it's x squared plus 2x minus 3. Let's put negative 4 and see if we get positive 5. Alright, so 4 give us 16. 2 4s minus 8 minus 3. Right, so this will be 16 minus 11. So this is 5. So we know it's correct, right? So we're gonna do our odd now, which is negative 3. So it's negative 3 squared plus 2 times negative 3 minus 3. So that gives us 9 minus 6 minus 3. So that will be 9 minus 9. So that is 0. And now we do the same thing for 1. Remember, we are using this equation right here, x squared plus 2x minus 3. So all we're doing is substitute 1 and then solve for 1. Right? So this will be 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 3. So 1 squared is 1, 2 ones 2 minus 3. So that's 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0 also. Alright. The next task was to draw the graph. However, we will not be doing that, but you guys can certainly do that using a scale of 1 centimeter on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. Alright, and for the domain, it's negative 4 to negative 2, positive 2 rather, and that will worth 5 marks. But we're not going to do that. We're unable to do that at this moment. Thank you guys for making it so far. Alright, guys, please ensure that you like the video. It's almost an hour. Please ensure that you like the video. Alright guys, so we're done with that now. Now we're gonna be looking at volume. Go ahead and find the volume of a cube with length 3 centimeters. And this is called a cube. What do we know about a cube, guys? Put that in the comment section. What do you guys know about a cube? Now, a cube has all sides equal. So the fact that this is 3, that means everything would be 3. So the height will also be 3. Just think about a dice. And to find the volume, what we simply do is to find the area of the base. So this is the base. And then we times it by the height. Alright? So it's the area is a square. So it's 3 times 3 times 3, and that will give us 27 centimeter cube. So it's very, very simple to find the volume of a cube. Let us change the dimension and you guys complete it. We're going to change the dimension to 4. Find the volume of this. Go ahead, you have 2 minutes. 1 minute I'm matter of fact to do. Alright, let's go. Alright, so it took all sides as before, so it's not rocket science. So it will be 4 times 4 times 4, and that will be 16 times 4. 4 6 is 24, so that is equal to 64 centimeter cube. If this was 5, what would be the volume? Alright, so we're not gonna spend much time on this. We're gonna be looking at the cuboid. Then we look at the cylinder, alright? All right, so this is a cuboid, and I want you to look at it closely and think about what is the difference between a cube and a cuboid. Put that in the comment section, please. All right, let's just say this is 5 centimeters, this is 4 centimeters, and this is 3 centimeters. And you're asked to find the volume of the cuboid. What would you do and why? Please share it in the comment section. If you are new here, please ensure you subscribe to my awesome, super duper, chupa channel. It's a very appreciate you all. All right, let us see. Now, if you said that the difference was that it's a rectangular base, because look at it, the base is 5 by 4. That is indeed correct, right? So it's a rectangular base as opposed to a square base. All right, so we find the area of the rectangle, and the area of a rectangle is length times width, and we times it by the height. Now the length is 5 by 4, and we times it by the height, so that's 20 times 3, which is equal to 60 centimeter cube. Very important. Alright, this was a killer on the last exam, so guys, look out for this one. Alright, I'm gonna change the dimension, and you guys gonna put it in the comment section what you think would be the volume of this cuboid. I'm gonna see the first person who can get it correct. Remember guys, the unit is cube. That's very important, especially when it comes to the multiple choice. Alright, so I'm gonna change the dimension and see who can get it first. What is the volume of a cuboid with length 6 centimeters, width 5 centimeters, and height 3 centimeters? Put that in the section, comment section, please. If you are new here, please ensure you are subscribed. Ensure that you like the video. Alright. Alright. If you guys did this, so it will be 6 centimeters times 5 centimeters times 3 centimeters. 6 5s 30. That's the area of the base times the height now. If you got 90 centimeter cube, you are indeed correct. Alright, congratulations. Now we'll be looking at the cylinder. Alright. Let's get ready to rumble, guys. Let's go. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for Mr. Bennett. Oh, that part should be dotted and this part should be solid. Okay. Alright, so this is what we call a cylinder. Let us put in the measurement. This is, according to them, it's 7 centimeter, which is the radius, and a height of 10 centimeters. Alright, so we are asked to find the volume. What do we notice about what's the difference between the cylinder, the cube, and the cuboid? It's all about their base. Basically, their base define them, right? So with the cube, the base is a square. With rectangle, rectangle. With cuboid, the base is a rectangle, and this one now, the cylinder, it's a circle. Correct. So that's the main difference. So area of a circle times the height. So area of a circle is pi r square, or we times it by the height. Alright, so that's the general formula. So pi can be 22 over 7, since it's a multiple of 7 times 7 times 7 times 10. So this gives us 154 times 10. So it's 1540 centimeter cube. Alright. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel. Mr. Bennett, appreciate you all. Alright guys, so what should we look at now? We did not solve a simultaneous equation, so definitely that one is coming up. We're gonna end this soon. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel, by watching and all that. I appreciate you all. Alright, please ensure that you are subscribed for more videos, and please share with your friends and so on. Don't be selfish now. Alright, many videos are on the channel. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so go ahead and solve. Find the value of x and find the value of y. Alright guys, So if you look closely, you will notice that these two are the same, right? Same coefficient. These are different. So what we can do is to subtract to get rid of. This is going to be a fraction. We can subtract to get rid of this. So subtract, subtract, subtract. Alright? So this will give us 0, 2x minus 2x, and this will give us 3y minus 4y equal to 8 minus 16. So this will give us positive, so it's 3y plus 4y equal to negative 8. So this gives us 7y equal negative 8. And we can divide by 7. Let's get the calculator. This will give us negative 1 point. Let me just put it in decimal. Students work better in decimal than fraction. Let me just get the calculator. So it's 8 divided by 7. That's 1.1. Alright? So y would equal to negative 1.1. So we can go ahead and substitute y equal negative 1.1 in any one of the equation. I'm going to use this one, which is 2x plus 3y equal to 8. And when we say y rather, we're going to put negative 1.1. 3 times that equals negative 3.3, right? So now, if we solve now, we add this to both sides. That's 11.3, and then we divide by 2. So x is equal to, so that's 11.3. I'm just going to use a calculator. .65. So the value of x will be 5.65, and that will be our answer. So x equal 5.65, while y is equal to negative 1.1. I do thank you guys so much for watching my video. I appreciate you all. I will see you guys in another video. Please share the video. Alright, this is Mr. Bennett about No Doubt.